Good morning everybody, Mel Sol here on Tuesday the 19th of December 2017, and on Tuesdays we do Troubleshot Tuesdays, and today I'm going to talk about playing in the wind and how to control your ball in the wind. Nobody likes to play in the wind, and I've played sometimes in the wind and I hear people complaining about, it's so difficult to play in the wind. First of all, if you want to be a good player in the wind, you have to love playing in the wind. So on windy days, put this little thought into your head. I love playing in the wind. If it's raining, I love playing in the rain. You gotta love the conditions mentally to get yourself into the right frame of mind, so that you don't want to battle the wind. You want to play okay, today's a windy day, I have to play, let's shoot the lowest score I can in this wind. That's your attitude that you should have. So there are a few little adjustments that you need to make. If you're playing directly into the wind, all you want to do is take, depending on the strength of the wind, 1, sometimes 2 clubs more. You want to move the ball position slightly back in your stance. So my ball position for a regular iron shot is about 2 inches inside my left heel. So all I'm going to do, that's my normal ball position, so I'm going to move it back to slightly back of center. And then if I swing normally, my hands will be a little bit more, I'll have more of a forward shaft lean as I go through, will give me a lower trajectory. Now remember, particularly if you're playing a tree-lined golf course like this one, the wind is up there. So even though you can't feel much wind down here, I always smile when I see, even the PGA Tour players, and they take a little bit of grass like this and they throw it up. If the wind is very light, that might give you an idea of the direction of the wind, right? If it's coming across this way, but it's not really going to tell you what the strength of the wind is. The strength of the wind is up there, and if you blocked, as I am here, by some trees, you can't tell. So a better way when you're playing a tree-lined golf course is to look around you. Look at the tops of the trees that are around and watch carefully. Are the tops of the trees moving like this? So even though we can't feel wind down here, I look up there and the tops of the trees are doing that. So I go, okay, it's a light breeze, and if I pick up, it'll give me an idea on the direction. Obviously when the wind's blowing hard, I don't need to do that, because the wind direction will be pretty obvious to me which way it's going. So if it's coming straight into me, all I'm going to do is move the ball back a little bit in my stance like that, and then I'm just going to make a normal swing, and that trajectory is going to be slightly lower, and I'm not getting it above the tree line, so I'm keeping it down below the tree line. The ball is going to be affected less by the wind. I might only lose 1 club. If I hit it up high and I get it into that stream, it's going to knock the ball down quicker. I might have to play 2. If I'm a natural high ball hitter, I might want to take 2 clubs. Now, crosswind. In the crosswind, you have to, by experiment, and you can do it on the range, or sometimes you can do it on the course if you're playing a practice round. It's sometimes a good idea to go out and play a practice round on the course on a windy day to see, how much the ball curves. So, you can say, okay, today is, if you look at the Beaufort Scale of wind force, you could say, this is a force 3 wind. And you could say, all right, the trees are moving like this. When I hit my 5-iron, it moves in the air about 10 yards. So that when you're playing a competitive round, okay, I've got to aim about 10 yards right. If you don't have this information, you don't know how much, and then you're just guessing. So the years that I played on tour, I used something that I learnt in high school that was called the Beaufort Scale of wind force, And it's a simple way, it's what the sailors used as well. It's a simple way of judging different wind strengths, so that I knew if I'm going directly into a force 5 wind, exactly how much yardage I'd be losing, and that would help me with my club selection. So in a crosswind, don't fight it at all. I would say, okay, there's the flag, I'm going to go 5 yards right because the breeze is just very light. Set it up, have my normal ball position, and the ball is going to curve right to left. So the big key, first of all, forget about doing this with the grass and trying to figure it out, unless it's a very light breeze. Today there's a very light breeze. So just to get an idea, the flag, if I look at the flag's kind of hanging. So I might pick up the grass just to give me a direction, but if I keep the ball below the level of the trees, the wind's not going to affect it anyway. So bear that in mind. Slight ball position change. You're going to score better when you play in the wind.